Platinum. All right. Hmm. Interesting. Hey now. Yeah, just reset that. Yeah, this is a bit of an annoying one with Yakumo, honestly. He doesn't really have the best damage output compared to Ryu. Okay. Full UT on that guy doesn't get remotely close to OT. That's incredible. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, man. That's funny. Alright. Okay, sure, that made sense. I gotta say, the trials in this game really do highlight major targeting issues with how this game actually functions. I really gotta say that. I've been getting a little tilted about, like it just doesn't function properly at times, and it is starting to get under my skin, admittedly. basically just one boss protecting the other right now. I can't really, I feel like I have to just go for a lucky parry. This is a really rough one with Yakumo. Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Why not? I didn't expect that. Come over here. Attaboy. Doesn't matter anyway, I'm gonna get timed out here. Okay. Too slow. Way too slow. Alright. Only took about 14 years for that orb to come out. No biggie. I can't move. Okay. Every single one of my attacks missed. It's great. My other favorite part about this game, too, is that orbs seem to have a random period of time at which they appear after an enemy is killed. I'm guessing it's animation dependent, but it doesn't make it any less annoying as shit. So, like, an orb will just take about, like, 15 seconds to reappear, which is like a death sentence if you're going for a UT. That's a shame. Okay. 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 Sure. I gotta be careful about using targeting, too. Targeting is a terrible idea in this particular fight. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alright. Okay. Sure. It's not gonna hit. Yep. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's a shame. Just lost a UT from that. It's not gonna matter anyway, I can't finish this in time. Losing that, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's over. Yeah. Missing the Berserk on that enemy was a game ender. Unfortunately, I took him to the threshold at the worst possible time, and he got away scot-free. That was the worst possible time for that to happen. Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I got checkmated there. It's over. Yeah, I'll just reset now. That move right there, that I would say 1/3, give or take, of his health move is cancer. I think I either need to hit him right before that threshold, or I have to hold off on Berserk until after that threshold. Nice. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I got staggered. I couldn't do anything there. I'm getting tempted to switch to Ryu just to beat this, honestly. I'm getting a little tilted now. Like, Ryu is basically the, I've had enough, I want to win this. Nice. It only took 14 years for that to come out, as always. This is taking too long. Nice targeting, 12 out of 10. Great job. Matter anyway, I'm gonna die. Can't do anything here. Yeah, I got zoned out, basically. Or I got pushed out of position. Targeting was inexcusable? No, that's the Ninja Gaiden 4 experience. When the targeting doesn't remotely work at all. Wow, I'm surprised it actually worked that time. That's unfortunate. We'll wait. Oh, well now we won't, because I was staggered. I didn't use my damage boost there. What I was trying to do is position myself for a perfect dodge and then go for the counter so I can knock him out of the air, but unfortunately it didn't work there. I think I could do it at the beginning for that first attack. After that, though, it kind of falls apart. Alright, and yep, took another 80 years for it to come out. I think it's got to be enemy dependent. That's all I could think of. Like, certain enemies, for whatever reason, it just takes, like, it takes a longer period of time for an orb to come out. Like, I don't know what else it could be. Like, see, that was pretty quick. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. No. Thank you. That's unfortunate. Okay. The problem, too, that I'm running into is I'm kind of, like... I'm doing a little bit of panicking under the gun of the timer. Like, you really have to move with the timer. That's unfortunate. I think this round's over. Yeah, this round's over. GG. I didn't mean to pick up the orb there. Man. Okay. Okay. Whatever, man. It's such fucking dog shit. Oh, this game is so dumb. That's not what I wanted. Yep. just unlocked. Couldn't see there. All right. Oh, didn't get my... Okay, sure. Okay. That's GG. Yeah, I can't win now. Yeah, GG. Okay. This is a rough one. This is a rough one. That's unfortunate. I thought, okay. I thought the orb was still there. Okay. Wait a minute. Fuck you. Get out of here. Jesus Christ, what a nightmare. Oy. D rank. That works too. Oh my god. Excuse my salt. That mission was driving me crazy. I didn't want to resort to using Ryu either, and that wasn't even Death Wish. That's the crazy part. Jesus Christ. What a nightmare. Yeah, so this health loss one, I said, fuck this, I'm just gonna use Ryu, and it took a few tries, but I beat it eventually, and then this one was the same deal. I was like, I'm gonna use Ryu, and just shit on this one. It's like, oh, alright, well that's easy. So, I got so frustrated with some of these. Defeat Dark Dragon within the time, really? Oh god, how much shit's, and Achilles, huh? Alright, let's see what we got here. Actually... yeah, that's fine. This is gonna turn into a nightmare. One-hit death. To the commander right from the get-go. Wow. Alright. So commander and then the doggos. I wonder if I could just... I think I might just go into the air immediately. Wow. Okay. That might be an issue. I'm dead. Are you serious? I got caught on my recovery frames. Commander is going to be the biggest threat for this fight, no question. Commander is going to be a massive problem. I need to take him out as quickly as I can. That's a shame. He was still on invincibility there. Well, invincibility to UT, I should say. Yeah, he chased me down. Alright, so he's completely invincible on startup because fuck you. And then I gotta deal with... I don't think the dogs are a big deal. The flying guys are gonna be probably the more annoying ones for getting just, like, touched. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Missed my UT on the flying piece of shit there, unfortunately. Too high. The flying guys are going to be a massive problem. I think. Dead. Yeah. I didn't think he would do that charge again right next to me, but he did. I feel like these challenges are going to be harder than the entirety of Master Ninja. Like, I don't know if that's fair to say, but it certainly feels like it right now. wow, that was too early. And I gotta say, these are probably my least liked parts of this game right now. I think the Purgatory Gates are fun, and I think the boss trials are fun. I'm not feeling these, I'm gonna be honest. They are hyper gimmicky, and they're gimmicky in a not particularly fun way. The struggle's no damage. That's what I'm gathering from this. It's basically, don't get hit, bro. That's what the game is. That was the wrong target, but I'll take that. I'm dead. Hey, I couldn't move out of there. Like, I just feel like I'm getting gimmicked out most of the time. Shit. Too early. Damn. I'm gonna get punished by the commander because I don't know his moveset very well. Nope, that's not who I wanted to target at all. I ended up wind running to the commander instead of the one that I wanted to go after there. That's fucking great. It's alright. From what I read in the patch notes, they fixed the targeting on wind run, so it's all good. Now I'm gonna... Oh. I'm dead. Yeah. That's not good. Ooh, I got lucky there. Oh, man. I should have blocked. That was my own fault. I should have blocked. Wow, that reached. That's a hitbox. That's one of the hitboxes of all time. I gotta figure out a way to deal with those. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Kage and switch off and just take them out that way. I can't open them up otherwise, it's too risky. Like, they're just vomiting projectiles at me. Too early. Yeah. So the thing about UT is, like, or especially in a challenge like this, because your camera's locked, you have absolutely no idea where the enemies are, and you just have to guess. And beyond that, it's like you can pay attention to the arrows, sure, but if you get unlucky and maybe try to dodge backwards into the unknown, we'll say, you could just run into an enemy who just simply attacks you. Like, there's, like, these little things about this game where it's, like, it is so punishing. And for no reason, too. That's not good. Yeah, wow, that didn't actually kill. Wow. I think the game is okay in standard gameplay, but these challenges are definitely... I really don't like them. I'll be honest. You can go ahead and call me a scrub or a skill or, like, you could say whatever you want, but, like, I really do not like the challenges in this game. The combat challenges, I should say. Boss is fine, like I said. I'm dead. That's unfortunate. Fuck it. You might call that cheap. I don't care. Fuck you, game. Fuck off. I don't think this game is terribly unfair. I don't think that's not my issue with it. I think again it's these challenges in particular really highlight the problems I have with this game. Like the not so great targeting system, and this isn't specific to this game. It's not really fair to judge it for like the camera not moving with you after a UT. It doesn't do that in the original games either, but the thing that's really punishing though is like when you're in the middle, you finish off a UT, excuse me, you see the arrows and it's like, well, time to hope and pray. And there are some cases where it's like if you don't have any Raven or Gleam to block a heavy attack, fuck you. Like that's it. Like if you can't deal with an incoming heavy attack, like you have to block because you're at the end of the animation for a UT. Like that drives me insane. I cannot stand that. Like that pisses me off to no end. And it's, again, you could say skill issue. Fair enough. That's fine. But I get so tilted with that shit, man. Let me tell you. I should have just been using items from the get-go, honestly. Like, just get over my own ego and just use items because fuck it. That should have been the way to go. Just speed this up, you know? Like, fuck your ego. Just use the items, get through this, because this isn't fun. Or this isn't as fun as I would like it to be. Oh, wow. This one is ass. Oh, I can already tell that it's ass. I got a little greedy there. Well, that's okay. I'm sure that's part of the Ninja Gaiden 4 experience right there. Fine, whatever. What do they want? Just healing? Holy shit, I'm gonna run out of time here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna die anyway, it doesn't even matter. Too early. Alright, I think we're gonna have to use Zerker against those other 3 enemies that were kind of out there. I think first wave will build Zerk. Second wave, we'll try to wipe out everything in one shot, and then third, I'm just going to have to beat Achilles pretty quickly. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't know what else to do there. Like, the second wave took way too long. I can't be dicking around that much. Reset that. I thought there was an orb on the ground that I could absorb. I think I picked it up by accident because jank. GG. Guess it needed to be a hell of a lot faster, huh? Alright. Oi. Oh, so they don't... I guess they don't drop essence from the looks of it? Okay. It's interesting. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a combo. Holy shit. Wow. Interesting. Oh, all the orbs are gone? Wow. God almighty. The hell am I supposed to do about this shit? What the fuck is... What is this challenge? Okay. Okay. What can I do here? I'm dead. Okay, so apparently their version of challenge is just throwing a shit ton of enemies at you with, like, no rhyme or reason. So, what's the... let's see. What can I do about this? The only thing I could think to do would be to focus on the guys who spit initially. And then try to prevent myself from, like, doing much of anything else. Are we pretending to have fun? No, I actually am not pretending at all. I really don't like these missions. I think they're not very fun, to be honest with you. That's unfortunate. Win and you'll have fun? No. There's... no. That is not an accurate assessment of this. It's more like win and I can breathe a sigh of relief that I'm never gonna do these again. Do you actually like these challenges? Like, if you do, that's fine. Like, I think it's insane if you like these challenges. I think it's a really bad it's a bad representation of what the game is. I'm gonna die here. Yeah, I can't even, like... I can't even focus on the right guy with my UTs here. Yeah, alright, so... It doesn't even matter. Like, I almost feel like I have to just prioritize him at all times. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't have anywhere near enough time to wipe out the other enemies to focus on a 1v1. Interesting. That was unfortunate. That was the wrong target. It's all right. It's all part of the. It's all part of the game. It's a feature. Not targeting enemies correctly is all part of the game, so it's all good. I hold the thumbstick in the direction of the enemy, and I don't get to the right enemy. It's too early. It's all right. This is all part of the challenge, so it's all good. Okay, that was good targeting. That was great targeting. That was really good. That was 12 out of 10 targeting. That was great. I like the part where it didn't target the right target on my screen. It was great. I really got to be careful about clicking the right thumbstick in, because like it is such a dangerous thing to do in this game when there's a lot of enemies on screen. That's terrible. Hey Roy, how you doing? Sorry, this is not the best first impression. I'm being a salty bitch right now. This is a lot of these challenges. Okay, hang on. Let me say this. If you want to beat these challenges quickly, play Ryu. That's it. Like all you need to do is play as Ryu and spam Ninpo. That's how you win. That's it. Yakumo though, it is a significant uphill battle in comparison, in my opinion. Oh. Ah, fuck it. Nice targeting. It's not the ninja way. Well, I think Platinum thought it was. Alright. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful about his moveset now. I think it seems like he has a relatively predictable moveset. I think the issue is just gonna be trying to get him into a parry situation or fatal flash situation with everything else that's gonna be going on. I think we'll go fatal flash with yeah. Unfortunately, I missed my targets there a couple times, so I didn't get the combo I wanted, or follow-ups that I wanted, excuse me. Oop, sorry about that, I keep bumping my mic, my bad. My B, folks. I can't see. That was not the right target. That's unfortunate. Yeah, just restart here. The dogs are just harassing me, too. The command grabs that the dogs throw out there are awful. Like, they'll just ruin any sort of blow that you have. That's not the right target. I'm dead. Brutal, man. It's fucking brutal. I can't move. I'm dead. Yeah, I can't see. Okay. I don't think that reaches. No, it doesn't. Alright, well, this is a GG. We'll just play through, though. Wow, I guess it's just like an infinite wave of enemies or something. I was just curious to see how many enemies there were. I guess they just keep throwing them at you. Okay. Alright. Wow. So they just keep throwing more and more and more at you. I think you just have to beat them. That's pretty much it. You gotta beat them before shit goes south, from the looks of it. So, you know, definitely not another gimmicky challenge. Or anything like that. Alright. Not enough. Alright, I think my goal here is going to be permanent targeting on him. So one mistake that I keep making in this game, and I'm realizing... This sounds terrible. And I'm realizing it so many hours in, is I target an enemy, and then while I'm targeting the enemy, I keep thinking that I can move the camera around freely. And what ends up happening is, as a result, as you would probably expect, I end up targeting another enemy instead. I lose the initial target, and then it all goes to hell, because trying to find him again is a nightmare. So it's like you can't reposition the camera once you're targeting an enemy. Like, that's been a huge mistake that I've been making this entire time. And it's been really apparent in these last few fights. No! Oh my god. Yeah, I was rushing. I couldn't get him to come near me. He just kept spamming. Where is he? Really? I thought that was a dodge. Holy shit. Wow. I want to know who came up with the animation for the dog grab, and I want to ask them, I just want to sit them down and just ask, why? Why does that exist in this game? That's all I want to know. I'm just really curious. Like, the animation doesn't even look dangerous. It looks like he's giving you a hug. But it is the most obnoxious fucking animation, I gotta say. Oh, I didn't get my animation. Alright, we could just reset this. There's too much shit going on. I think I have a strategy for this. I just need it to come together at the end. Honestly, maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I feel like I have a strategy now. Yeah. But I need to not get grabbed, though, too. That's the unfortunate part. That's instant death. Oh, I didn't realize my health was that low. Shit. That was stupid. Reuse animation from Bayonetta 1, yeah, that's possible. Can you give a challenge? What do you mean? Getting comboed here. Yeah. You challenged me to dodge 2 attacks in a row. Done that quite a bit, actually. Although you wouldn't know it based on what I'm doing right now. Wow, that was a hella tracking. Boy. I knew it. Oh, that's the wrong target. Yeah, I'm dead. I got run into the blender there. Hey, Robot, how you doing? Having to click the thumbsticks in for, whatchamacallit, for Berserk is great because I use the camera control on my right thumbstick, so I click the thumbsticks in, and then I instantly lose my target. It's good shit, man. Yeah, grabbed. Damn. Let's restart. Too many misses there, and he just kept running away from me. What's the advantage of using dual katana? There's really no significant advantage, at least for me. What I really should be doing, in all honesty, a lot more of, is I should be doing a perfect fatal flash with Raven Blood. The reason I'm using it too is the damage that you get off of a heavy counter, basically, it's pretty sick compared to, say, the drill. I don't want to use the drill for a counter either because Yakumo just runs away after using it. So if you do like a perfect fatal flash with the drill, for example, you stick the drill into an enemy and then he just backs the fuck off. I don't want that. I need to be up in his face. The hammer, I'm not really a huge fan of the hammer. Maybe there's some super special, awesome secret tech that I'm not aware of. But I do not like the hammer because it's a little too slow for what I need. And then Kage is... It has its moments, but this is not a fight, in my opinion. I could be wrong about that, obviously, but this isn't a fight right now where I really should be using... Actually, where I should be using it is to knock his ass out of the sky, rather than waiting. That's when I should be using it, because I'm being fucking stupid now that I'm thinking about it. I should be doing that. Dark Dragon Blade's also pretty solid. The only thing I don't like about Dark Dragon Blade in this fight is I don't really get too many particularly good openings with it. And with the counters on it where you move all over the place, I don't really want to be doing that. I want to stay in position so I can constantly focus aggression on the Phantom here. So I could be full of shit. Everything I just said could be dead wrong. But that's why I'm sticking to it. I'm not saying it's perfect, obviously, but... I'm dead. Yeah, hammer... Yeah, it does have full iframes for the ground, but I don't need that right now. Like, that's not what I want. Like, I'm not looking to get off the ground most of the time. I'm looking to stay on the ground with him. And try to get my shit going, quite frankly. The other thing that I could do... The other thing that could be worth trying, honestly, would be a Raven Drill. Because I think that lifts him with me. The problem with that, though, if it's not a counter, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold him in position very long. Like, he'll just start blocking immediately. So, and again, obviously, the downside to what I'm doing right now with Izuna is that. It leaves me wide open, sadly. Yeah. Should be good, though. That killed. I should just block that, honestly. I can't believe that killed at my health. Holy shit. I thought I had the dodge on that, too. I guess I dodged a little too early there. That's unfortunate. Probably have to reset this. Yeah, I gotta reset this. Oh, never mind. The harassment from the spit and the dogs is pretty nuts, to be honest. Like, I'm getting constantly harassed, and it's like, ugh. What I might do, actually, let's try this again. Too early. Restart that. Man, just like constant interruptions, man. It's so hard to get a combo going. I wonder if I could throw him instead. Wow. All right. God, dude, what a nightmare. You know, I am a little curious. Consumes ninja coin with each attack. Interesting. How you doing, active? You were playing Trials earlier? Yeah, this is kind of nutty. Forgot how to play Ryu for a second there. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. and that was just like and that was just fucking around, like Ryu is so awesome. I love Ryu. Holy shit. I'm gonna be honest, that felt good. I needed that after all that bullshit with Yakumo. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Oh man. Yeah, I know, right? I thought the same thing. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Holy shit. Oh, man, that was... Ryu's amazing. So I was saying earlier, right? Like, if you want to win any of these challenges, just use Ryu. That's all you need to do. Just use Ryu. Like, if you're stuck on it, hey, you know what? There's no shame, because I think quite a few of these challenges are pretty badly designed, in my opinion. I think you could see, too, where I started saying, fuck this game, right? So, like, I had Death Wish on for, like, over half of them. And then, eventually, when I got to this one, I was like, fuck you. Fuck you, game. It's like, fuck this. I want to win. Like, this is stupid. Oh, my God. But I think the worst ones in... Yeah, exactly. A salty winner. Yeah, exactly. Achilles, this was an interesting one, actually. I actually didn't think that one was too bad. This one, I think it got a little better once I realized that you just have to target the shit out of the Phantom. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, you can't just split your focus up. It's not going to work. You have to target him. And with Ryu's Ninpo being like... Oh my god, his Ninpo is obscene. My god, dude. Let's see. This one was a little annoying, too. This one I think would be pretty easy with Ryu, though, honestly. You could just spam Ninpo. The Commander is the biggest... He's the scariest fighter, I would say. If you get rid of the Commander, you win, pretty much. Kagachi. This is actually an interesting one, too. The base form one with Kagachi. I did this offline, I think. Yeah, this one was a little annoying as well. Nico, I think this is the one this might be the one you're thinking of with, the rates, and I think I barely beat this one. Actually, let me take a look. Oh, I only used one item. Wow, okay. Yeah, the clear time was pretty bad. I think the most cancerous ones in this entire list, though, honestly, are... Oh, wait, no. This is the... No, I'm sorry. This is the dual fight, I think, right? No. No, this is the one. Never mind. Which one was this? Which one was this one? I don't even remember. Oh, wait. Is this Commander and Tank? Oh, I forgot how to play the game for a second there. I fucking love Ryu. Holy shit. Do I have no heal? Oh, I do have a healing item. Okay. You know what? Fuck you, buddy. That was actually really easy for you. It's so ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna say it again. If you want to win, just go with Ryu. That's it. That's all you need to do. Like, it's not sexy, because I'm obviously not playing... I'm just playing to play right now, but... Like, if you want to win, Ryu... The die-in... yeah, so this is a die-in one-hit mission, and then I think there's 3 in total. Yeah, die-in one hit with Kage, and then I think there's one up at the top here, too. Yeah, this one as well. Yeah, this, these were pretty rough. I think this one was pretty sketchy, and then Kage was also a little rough, because there's, enemies with assault rifles as well on there. Yeah, this is a rough one. I don't blame you, to be fit. Like, it's tricky. The die-in one-hit ones are a little memey, but honestly, I don't think they're the hardest ones. I think the absolute hardest ones, if you want my honest... Okay, I really shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to. I died on this for about 2.5 hours with Yakumo. On Death Wish. Combat Trial 11. I was stuck here for about 2.5 hours. And I got so tilted by this one. That's why I switched to Ryu. And I was like, fuck this. I'm done. And now, to be fair, I was doing Yakumo and Death Wish. So I did Yakumo and Death Wish. I was there for about 2.5 hours. I stopped. And then I looked up like what people typically did, and if you go on YouTube, for example, to see how these trials are typically done, what's really funny about it is that most of the people I see, and I'm not taking shots at anybody for doing this, for the record, too. Most of the videos that I've seen use Ryu. Everybody uses Ryu. And you know what? After doing these myself, I don't fucking blame them. I don't blame them at all. I would use Ryu too. Like, fuck it. Like, because again, you could see, like, based on the completion, like, where I was like, fuck this. I'm done. Honestly, this one with Yakumo I don't think would be too bad. Death Wish is a little irritating, though, because, like, Yakumo does such little damage on Death Wish. But feels like cheating. If you want to see... Okay, well, hang on. If you want to see why... Like, actually, I'm not going to activate Death Wish for this, though. I think this one and Challenge 10 are the hardest challenges in this list. I'm gonna die here. Oh, I didn't... Wow, there was no orb. Holy shit. Oh yeah, the PC port of Vanquish being locked to your frame rate. Oh, that was great. I'm dead. Ran out of time. Commander decided to run away from me, so I lose. GG. That's a shame. That's gonna cost me the round. Yep, that cost me the round. Wow. That's a shame. That's gonna cost me the round too. I didn't mean to target him. I'm gonna die here. Yeah, wrong target. Doesn't matter anyway, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die. So the reason I'm doing that many ultimate techniques is ultimate techniques you don't lose health while you're doing them. So basically UTs and like the end of an Izuna, for example, you don't actually lose health. And in this mission, that's actually kind of a game changer, as you would imagine. So my goal right now is to try to delay as long as I can. But unfortunately, yeah, it's over. He ran away. GG. This mission is... This is probably one of the worst missions in the entire list. Because the other thing, too, compared to Yakumo, so Ryu has a really good way of getting red health back. Yakumo, his red health isn't really that great. So you're in a position where it's really difficult to kind of recover compared to Ryu. I don't have the DLC yet. I'm not gonna... Not yet. I am gonna get it, though. So we'll definitely do... Was it the Twin Masters, I think? There we go. Cool. So there you go. There's Yakumo. Not Death Wish, mind you, and I did in fact get touched, but that's a tough mission. That's definitely one of the hardest ones, in my opinion. I should have just turned off Death Wish right from the get-go. That probably would have been the smarter move. But yeah, I think this one and this one are probably the... I think Trial 10 is the worst trial out of this whole list because unless there's something that I'm not aware of, this is a luck-based mission. Like, it is luck-based. Which, I don't know if there's a better way to do it, but kind of feels luck-based. So, it's pretty rough. Alright. So that takes care of all the all the challenges. I could go for triple S, but on the other hand, I'm not really down for the cock and ball torture right now. Let's see. Defeat the mysterious fiend in Tokyo. Tokyo, new threat from the shadows. Chat's down for it. Oh, that's nice. Good for you. Let's see. Complete the game on Master Ninja. Way the new Okay, so I gotta do Laser's Edge, and then I think we just go right into Master Ninja at that point. I think we're just gonna go we're gonna go balls to the wall here. I'm gonna do this last bullshit achievement offline because it's gonna be cancer to get, but it's the one where you have to beat Chapter 12 without getting hit by a single laser. And that's a long chapter, too. I think it's like minimum 10 minutes. So, can't wait for that one. And then, after that, yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it's Master Ninja. Yeah, okay. So, after that chapter, it's Master Ninja, and then we'll go into the Twin Masters. So, yeah, I know I keep saying it. I think the boss trials are good, because at least they're good practice for the main game, and I'm probably going to do this on Master Ninja, in all honesty. Because I'm going to get my shit kicked in otherwise. And then Purgatory. There's a trick to that one. What's the trick? I'll take anything because fuck that mission. It's annoying as shit. Laser's Edge. A cheese spot? Wait a minute, hang on.
Today we're showing you how.
If you alt, oh, you can actually, you could save scum it? Really? You can reset checkpoint if you get hit. Really? Confirmed it unlocked. Oh shit, yeah, you can. You can reset checkpoint. Son of a bitch. Oh, but it doesn't work for Surf Ninja, apparently. Ew. Interesting. Well, Surf Ninja was easy. I got that one pretty quickly. Because you can bum rush that level. You can skip pretty much all the fights, so it makes it a lot more manageable. But the laser one is annoying as fuck. There's a ton of mandatory fights, and it's like, oh my god. But Surf Ninja was pretty easy. So if you could checkpoint, if you could save scum that, then I'm totally gonna do that. Fuck that shit. I'll save scum it offline. But once that's done, we're going balls to the wall on a Master Ninja, I think. I do believe that is next. So, I don't see anything else on here. Again, unless I want a triple S or go for untouchable on all the challenge rooms. No, I'm good. No thanks. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Okay. So there's boss trial. Okay, so this is all the DLC stuff. Complete any EX trial? The fuck? Okay. And Abyssal Road, and that's Bloody Palace, I think, right? Okay. Alright. Well, we did it. We did it, chat. You did it. And I just sat there and watched. Mission accomplished. Challenges are done. So, like I said, I'll knock out Chapter 12 on my own, and then next time I play this, so it'll either be GTFO this week, or we're just going to start going through Master Ninja. That's pretty much it. Fun was had? Sure. That's a... Okay. Some of those challenges really did get under my skin. I will say there were some really annoying ones in there, but we did it. We beat it. Anywho, y'all have a good night. Till next time. Peace.